Hi, welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be going over some of my favorite products from the month of August. So some of these are products that I've had in my collection for a while that I have revisited and refallen in love with. Some of them are relatively new. All of them I have had at least since the beginning of August though, so I have consistently had them throughout the whole month. So we'll start off with some hair care products. To start off with, I've been reusing this Redken All Soft Conditioner. I fell in love with this a couple years ago when I started bleaching my hair. And this is like the third bottle that I had gone through before, before I had gotten the smaller bottles, not this gigantic size. But I stopped bleaching my hair about a year and a half ago, and I stopped using this because it just was too conditioning for my hair, as I was getting like regrowth and not as much bleach damage. But I've started using this as like a deep conditioning treatment. So I'll use it once a week. I will dampen my hair, I will put it in there, and then like I will exfoliate, shave, do whatever else I need to do in the shower, and then I will wash this out with my shampoo and then regular conditioner. And it's been doing really great things for my hair afterwards. My hair is much softer after I get out of the shower, but it's not super weighed down. So I have been enjoying this, and I'm happy that I'm actually gonna get some more use out of this. So then another two hair care products. This is your Not Your Mother's Naughty to Nice Detangling Conditioner. It just sprays in your hair. I use this, I want to say on day 2 or 3 after washing my hair, in between. My hair is very fine and thin, and the ends still have some bleach damage to them, so it gets tangled very easy. So this has just been doing a really good job about helping me untangle my hair in the morning as I'm getting ready for work, and I feel like it smells really nice. And then I also appreciate that this brand doesn't have sulfates in them. I think it's paraben and dye free too, but I'm not positive about this one. I know I have my shampoo and conditioner in this brand, and they are sulfate, paraben, and dye free. This one I don't see sulfate in the ingredients. I don't know about the other two because it doesn't have that on the label. And then I've also been using It's a 10 Silk Express Miracle Leave-In Cream. I will use this my second time after washing my hair a week. So I'll use this my first week. This is my Sunday treatment. And then this is my Wednesday treatment. So I will be using this later on. So after I get out of the shower, I just spray this on the ends, and it's just feels really nice and light, and helps soften the ends of my hair that are still damaged and fried, without weighing down my entire hair. Because like I said before, I have very fine, thin hair, so it takes very little product for it to just not only get sunken in, but look a greasy mess if it gets too high up. Okay, so let's move on to some skincare. So I've been using 2 moisturizers consistently this month. I've been using the Glow Recipe Watermelon Juice. This is so good. I'm obsessed with the smell. It's got a watermelon scent, but it's not in your face watermelon. It's not punchy. You have to actually go up and smell it, but the actual product in this is really nice, and originally I wasn't certain I'd like it because I have very dry skin, and these lightweight gel moisturizers are not usually don't give enough moisture to my skin. But this one does. I've been using this consistently. This is my morning moisturizer that I use in the morning in conjunction with my sunscreen, and then I will use it in between makeup looks if I'm filming tutorials or doing Instagram looks. So this has been really nice. It works really well underneath my makeup. It's got, as it's drying, it leaves almost a slight tacky finish to it. So it actually, I feel like it would make a pretty decent primer as well. And then the Clinique Dramatically Different Moisturizing Lotion. When I originally bought this, I didn't like it because I was using it as my morning moisturizer. and then trying to put my makeup over the top, and this is too heavy for that. This created such a mess on my face because my makeup would just, within an hour, would just start breaking apart all over my face because this was just too moisturizing to put underneath my makeup. But I switched it over to my nighttime moisturizer, and I've been really loving it as my nighttime moisturizer. Like I said, because it's so potent, it just, right after cleansing my face, it just gives me such a nice hydrated feel. It's a little bit greasy at first, but it sinks in, so I'm not left with a greasy feeling on my face all night. And I've definitely been noticing an improvement in my skin since I started using this consistently. My skin hasn't been feeling and looking as dry as it typically does. So the third skincare product is an oldie but a goodie that I've consistently been using for a long time now, is the Gold Bond Ultimate Healing Cream. This is the healing hand cream, but they have a regular body version of this that I think is pretty much the exact same. I get very dry hands, and I don't know what it's called, but I get like little blisters all over my fingers sometimes. So they get really dry, they get really cracked, and they get sores all over the top. And then I also work in a hospital, so I'm constantly, when I go into a patient room, we have to use a hand sanitizer that's right outside the door. Hand sanitize as you go into the room, and hand sanitize as you're going outside of the room. And of course, depending on what you're doing, you also have to wash your hands. So my hands get horribly dry, and this is like one of the few moisturizers that I've used that really helps with that. I can definitely feel it working. Like, even I put it on, and then like 2 hours later I'll go and wash my hands, and I'll still feel that on my hands, like not like a tacky or greasy feeling, just like a moisturizing feeling. If you've ever used this, you probably know what I mean. But yeah, I really like this stuff. I do have a full tub of it in my bathroom that I use consistently as well. So onto the makeup products. So I've been using two primers relatively consistently. I got these both at the very end of last month. So the Tatcha Silk Canvas, part of me kind of wishes that I didn't love this as much as I do because of the price point, but this is so far has become like one of my favorite primers of all time. It does such a good job. Like, this is one of the few ones where I put it on before I put on any other face product, and I noticeably see a difference on my skin in the texture, even slightly in the tone. And then, like, as I'm wearing it throughout the day, like, I get laugh lines, I get crease lines and stuff. I don't see that when I'm wearing this. I never see it. My makeup throughout the day looks really nice. Towards like the 10-hour mark is when a lot of my face makeup has a tendency to like completely fall apart, but consistently throughout the day until about that 10-hour mark, with this I see no creasing, very little like patchiness. I mean, when I say I don't have patchiness, I kind of exclude this area just because I wear glasses, and no matter what I do, that area will always have patchiness just because my glasses wear off the makeup. But then the other one that I have been trying is the Tarte Clean Slate Primer. This went on sale at Ulta last month, and I've been enjoying this. I bought it because I know Tati. I watch Tati's channel, and I know she's consistently been recommending this primer, and because it was on sale, I decided to go ahead and give it a try. I do typically like Tarte products, so I went ahead and bit the bullet and tried it out, and I've been really enjoying it so far. It has a little bit more dimethicone feeling than the Tatcha Silk Canvas does, and I don't feel like it does a really good job, but I still don't feel like it does as good a job as the Tatcha. I would say Tatcha 10 out of 10, like my lines are filled in throughout the day and I don't see a lot of creasing, probably 8 out of 10 times I'm good with this. But yeah, like 2 out of 10 times sometimes it just doesn't want to work for me. But I have been enjoying this. I will continue to use it up, and we'll see how it goes for the rest of the year, whether or not I continue to enjoy it or not. Okay, so another thing, another 2 products that I've been using is, this month I've been really trying to use up some of the self-tanner that I've had. So I've also been able to use some of the products, some of the facial products that are too dark for me when I'm not wearing self-tanner. So I've been using the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless. I bought this last summer and when I was significantly darker, because not only was I outside running consistently in the sun when I was training for a half marathon, but I was putting self-tanner on top of that. So this hasn't matched me in a long time. So I've been putting on a ton of self-tanner so I can wear this and use it up. I have it upside down still just because I'm trying to make certain that the product stays down here, because I am getting to the last little bit of this. But I forgot how much I do like this foundation. I fell in love with the Maybelline Superstay after it came out, and I already gone through an entire bottle of that and repurchased a new one. But this gives such a nice flawless finish, and I don't have to use a lot of it to get a good amount of coverage. I don't notice a lot of patchiness or creasing throughout the day. It goes on pretty even, and it's pretty affordable. So yeah, I completely forgot how much I enjoyed this foundation, and I've been using it regularly this month. Will I repurchase it after I run out? Probably not for a long time, just because I have so many foundations that I still need to use up before I go out and purchase a new one. But I do really like this foundation, and I do recommend trying it out if you are in the market for a new foundation and you haven't yet tried that one. And then the other product is the Tarte Shape Tape. This still is not my favorite concealer that I own. I still like my Makeup Revolution Conceal and Define? Yeah, the pink one, their newest one, and then my NARS Creamy Radiant. I still like those more, but I haven't used this in a while because it's too dark for me. Once again, I purchased it this summer last year, so I haven't been able to use it, and I forgot that I do actually really like this. It is a very thick formula, and it is very drying, which is why I don't like it as much as the other ones. But it does a really good job at hiding my under eye circles. And then this is also one of the few concealers that I feel I can actually use as an eyeshadow primer. I personally don't care for using concealer as an eyeshadow primer during the workday, or like if I'm going out to school or whatnot, doing grocery shopping, because I don't feel that it does anything to keep my eyeshadow in place. I still feel like I get a lot of creasing when I do that. But this one I can. This is like the only exception that I've found so far. So I have been getting some use out of this as both an eyeshadow primer and a concealer. So yeah, this is another favorite from this month that I've been using consistently that I've forgotten how much I like. Will I repurchase it after I use this up? Probably not. The Makeup Revolution one I really love. I recently purchased the Ulta one as well, and I think that's like $9-10 as well, and I really like that. And then the NARS, if I'm going to spend a lot of money on a concealer, I think I'd rather just repurchase my NARS, because that is like my perfect light coverage concealer. It makes my under eye area look flawless, but naturally so. So yeah, I probably will not repurchase this after I use this up, but I have been enjoying it this month. And then another relatively new product that I've purchased at the end of last month is the Wet n Wild Single Brulee. I bought this on a recommendation from Jessica Braun after hearing her talk about it so many times. And I honestly didn't think I'd really like this, just because I don't like single shadows. I never use them. They get put in my closet with the rest of my single shadows. I never use them. Every now and then I'll put them on my table and like, I'm gonna use them, and then I never do, and then they get put back in the closet and forgotten again. But this, it's been so convenient, because one of my gripes with some of my palettes is that they don't have a shade like this that I can use to set my primer or concealer before I go in with the other colors. And this has just been so convenient. I can have it right here on my desk, ready to go. So no matter what palette I pull out, if it has the shade already, I'll use it. But if it doesn't, I have this right there. I don't have to pull out an entirely different palette in order to get this one shade. So it's really nice. My one complaint is it is very powdery. You go in very light and it kicks up a lot of dust. But for the price, I feel it's what, $1.99, something around there. And I mean, Wet n Wild goes on sale so often at the drugstore. It just, yeah, I have been really enjoying this, and I have been using this pretty consistently. And then the e.l.f. Under Eye Setting Powder. This is one of the only setting powders that I have used that does not darken my concealer. Excuse me. No matter what concealer I've been using, the Shape Tape, my NARS, the Makeup Revolution one, even the Ulta one that I recently bought, I have not found this to darken my under eye concealer, which I don't notice a super brightening effect. This is supposed to be brightening underneath the under eyes, but I feel just because it doesn't darken the concealer that it just brightens it automatically. So I have been significantly enjoying this. I'm surprised at how little I have used as well, considering I've used it almost every day, and how tiny this container is. But for the price, this was less than $5. I'm positive it was less than $5. I do think I will repurchase this if I ever run out of it. And then two of my favorite Holy Grail products from NYX, the NYX Epic Ink Liner and the Worth the Hype Mascara. The NYX Epic Ink Liner is a brush tip. I love this liner because it does not dry out like a lot of felt tip liners that I've tried do. And it's so easy to glide on. I don't have to pull and tug at my eye in order to get a nice clean line. And I can easily get a pretty sharp wing using this liner. And even though it's only, I want to say around $8, this lasts so long. The actual product itself, I think, will go bad before I ever am able to use this up. So this is my third one of these that I have purchased, and I have a fourth one in my closet ready to go when I do finally have to get rid of this one. I love it so much. So yeah, I've been really enjoying this, consistently using it. I definitely recommend. This month I did try another brush tip liner that I was not impressed with. This is the I'm So Fly liner from Joa. It's a new brand at CVS. This one was okay. Once again, I prefer the brush tip on these. But the formula itself, like as I'm putting it on, I'm constantly having to go and shake it up again because I will like not so much run out of product, but it'll just become sheer, and it won't be an opaque black, and it just doesn't look that good. And then this just doesn't have the staying power that the NYX does, and they're about the same price. So between the two, I still feel that the NYX is a much better product. And then of course, Worth the Hype. I love this mascara. This is the third one that I've bought. Now I will say I do try to get rid of my mascaras every 3 months. I am not someone who keeps them past the 3-month mark, because I don't spend that much money on my mascara. I don't purchase high-end mascaras. If I get them in like one of those like gift set bags, okay, but I'm not gonna go out and spend $30 on a mascara. I've done that once, not gonna do that again. It just, I feel kind of a waste of money. But yes, so this is a really good product. I like this better than the Lash Paradise. The Lash Paradise is one of my other favorites, but I do feel that even though it's $10, it's a little bit more expensive than this one. After about a month and a half, the formula itself in the tube starts to get a little bit thick. I found that I can get away with it because if I run it under some hot, like the tube, under some hot water for a minute and then like kind of shake it up, I can get a lot more time out of the tube, but that's just a little bit more work than what I really like to do for my mascara. I do have another Lash Paradise, brand new Lash Paradise, waiting to be opened in my storage, but I also have another one of these. So between the two, I do prefer them. This has a nice like soft bristled applicator, which is what I prefer. I don't like the plasticky sharp ones. Do I have one of them? Do I still have this? Yeah. Like I've been using this one as well, the Coverall Supersizer. This has one of those like really bristly, hard things. I don't like these. I poke my eyes with them too easy. Okay, so last but not least, the lip products. The Smashbox liquid lipsticks in driver's seat. I don't know why I had to look at that. This is the only lipstick that I've ever used up entirely and had to go and repurchase. This was my staple lip shade this past year, and it continues to be so. I love this shade, and I love this formula because it stays on. I can eat with it for the most part. You know, it won't transfer a ton. It will sometimes get onto my teeth, but nothing like that's usually within the first few minutes of applying it, not, you know, like an hour later and, oh, you've got something on your teeth. But the other one, you know, when I went to repurchase this one, I picked up a couple other shades just because I really like the formula of this. And I picked up Bozzy. And this has been a really pretty red. I've been really enjoying this red. I've worn it a couple of times throughout the month, even to work, and I got a lot of compliments on this. So I've been enjoying this one as well. And then this is actually what I have on my lips today, and I've been using this one pretty consistently throughout the month as well. This is the Physicians Formula Healthy Lip in Coral Minerals. I really love this shade. This is a really pretty pinky, like mauvey pink shade that just is so complimentary. It goes with so many different looks that I've been doing throughout the month. And it's very, very comfortable. This isn't a matte finish. It does kind of look matte when you're looking at it, but it's supposedly a velvet finish, and it's very comfortable. It doesn't completely dry down, but it doesn't, like, I can feel that it's not dry, but it doesn't feel tacky. And these have pretty good staying power. They will not last through a meal, but they will last through like drinking my coffee or something, and they are not transfer proof, but they will last for the most part throughout the day. Right after you apply them, you do kind of want to leave them there for a minute before you decide to do anything, because they will slip and slide a little bit, but once they dry, they're pretty well, they stay pretty well. So yeah, I really love this shade. I have quite a few of these lip products themselves, along with these guys now, but this is just the shade that I've been wearing consistently throughout the month. And then last but not least, this is a product. This is not a makeup product. This is like an accessory that I purchased. This is the e.l.f. light. I don't know, selfie light? I don't know exactly what these are called, but they just kind of clip over the top of your phone, and it'll help give you like a nice little ring light. And this has changed so much on my selfie game. It's been so nice because I don't have to worry about not having a good light, because my camera light is just too strong for this, for a regular photo. But this has just made such a difference, and yeah, I've been really enjoying this. This is kind of like the selfie stick. I never thought I needed it until I had it. But yeah, I've been enjoying this, and I've actually been filming with it a couple of times too, as it gets later in the day, or a couple of times where it has been overcast. Okay, so yeah, this has been a long video, but here we are. These have been my favorites for the month of August. I hope you enjoy this video. If you stuck around till the end, let me know in the comment section below what your favorite products have been this month. If you have any questions about any of these products, also leave that down in the comments below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more videos. I am starting nursing school, so I don't know how consistently I will be uploading, but I am going to try to keep a consistent upload schedule. I just can't promise exactly what days they will be uploading. So yeah, stay subscribed, hit the notification bell so you know when I've uploaded, and have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye!